So, a few hours ago, it was announced that Newport County have officially made their number one goalkeeping signing. The new number one has signed at Rodney Parade, and it's a bloody good one. A bloody good one. Now, this did break about 3-4 hours ago, so I am obviously recording this a little bit late. I couldn't record it when it happened because I was travelling, etc., etc., so I couldn't actually get down and record this video. But it is going to be up now anyway, so, I'll be going through my thoughts, the article, and also what I think Nick Zanev will do for Newport County. Now, that is obviously a spoiler for the signing. It is New Zealand international Nick Zanev signing for Newport County. Now, obviously, we signed Matt Smith already, a Welsh international. We have now signed Nick Zanev, which is a New Zealand international, which is, really good to see that we're signing, internationals and players that are of good quality and players who can, develop at the club because they're still not, old at all. So let's get straight into it. Newport County catch keeper Nick. Newport County have agreed personal terms with New Zealand international goalkeeper Nick Zanev. The 28-year-old is set to conclude his move from Northampton Town, once the transfer window opens and the 6'5" stopper returns from international duty with the All Whites. Zanev moved from his native New Zealand to England in 2006 at the age of 9. And came through the academy ranks at Chelsea, Crystal Palace and Brentford before joining AFC Wimbledon in 2017, where he made 126 senior appearances as a fan's favourite. He signed a one-year contract with League One Northampton in 2024 and made 23 appearances last season. He is expected to join the squad towards the end of the month after taking time off following his involvement with New Zealand in the Canadian Shield. It's a major boost for David Hughes, who has been keen to add a quality goalkeeper to his squad following the departure of long-serving goalkeeper Nick Townsend. Now, what are we going to get, basically, from Nick Zanev? 28 years of age, for a goalkeeper, 28 is nothing. We've seen goalkeepers play at the top level for, into their mid-30s, late 30s. So that's not an issue whatsoever for me. That he is 28 years of age, 6'5", which is obviously good. You don't want a goalkeeper that's small, and he's played in League One, which is mad, isn't it? He has played in League One. He's played 23 games last season in League One for Northampton Town, and obviously for him, he's coming down from League One. Obviously Matt Smith coming from the Scottish Premiership to join us. Nick Zanev dropping down from League One to come and play for us. And there was a lot of AFC Wimbledon fans actually a bit gutted that they didn't keep him on, that they didn't give him a chance. There was questions whether him and Lee Burge could sort of rotate the starting goalkeeping spot at Northampton. And he's decided, no, I'm going to leave. 2 caps for his country as well. I know he made his debut in 2018. He's only made 2 caps for his country since that debut in 2018. He was called up, obviously, with New Zealand as probably the second or third choice goalkeeper for the Canadian Shield event that went over in Canada, which they actually finished second in that. What type of goalkeeper are we going to get? Now, a lot of people obviously rated Nick Townsend. What Townsend done for us, you can obviously see that there was a lot of qualities to his performance, but I did feel like we probably did need someone slightly better. And obviously when Townsend left, we was all worried what's going to happen sort of in the transfer window. But just looking at his stats last season, 17 appearances in League One for Northampton, 5 clean sheets in 17 League One games is absolutely mental. 2 clean sheets in 4 EFL Trophy games as well. Played in the FA Cup and the EFL Cup. 23 games in all last season for Northampton. 7 clean sheets in 23. Only conceded 39 goals in 23 games, which is really, really good. I look at his career and I look at, where he's been. Obviously, he's grew up in New Zealand, of course, native to his country, moved over to England, obviously for, you know, better choices. Played at Chelsea, I think it was Chelsea, where was it? Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Brentford, you know, so he's been around London, then he went to Wimbledon, and sort of Northampton was his first real test away from London life. And obviously now at Newport, he will be the number one. You know, people are slightly worried about the, you know, international call-up thing, but, you know, Oceania teams don't necessarily play that many games. If we just look at New Zealand's sort of fixtures and results recently, obviously they played in World Cup qualifiers. He won't play in them again. Crocombe is the number one, but you know, they don't play much. You know, they play 2 or 3 games in an international break. Sometimes the European teams can play 4 or 5, or 3 or 4 in an international break. But I'm really happy with the signing. Obviously, Nick Townsend left. We had to bring in a number one. I think this is the perfect number one for me. I was worried about if it was going to be Zach Jones or Owen Evans. I just didn't see the way in which one of those two was going to improve us in any way. But yeah, the signing of Nick Zanev is a massive, massive plus for me. Let me know your thoughts down below. Newport County's second summer signing is New Zealand international Nick Zanev. And yeah, what a signing. Welcome to Newport County, Nick Zanev, up the county, and thanks for watching.